Good day, viewers. Welcome to today's class. I'm Teacher Chioma, your mathematics teacher. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped in our last class, which is number-based system. So today we are going to look at conversion from order basis to base 10. In our last class, we did conversion from base 10 to order basis. But today we are going to look at conversion from order basis to base 10 using expansion method. Alright, so today we are dealing with conversion from order basis to base 10 using expansion method. Conversion from order basis to base 10. Okay, so this is conversion from order basis to base 10. So we have example 1. Example 1 says convert 32 base 4 to base 10. Okay, convert 32 base 4 to base 10. So in this one, we are using what we call expansion method. It's not like the one we did the other time that we converted from base 10 to order basis. Here we are using expansion method. So if we are converting 32 base 4 to base 10, this is the way it's being solved. Write your 32 base 4 is equals to, so in this case, we are going to multiply each of the number by the base, one after the other. Okay, so we have the first one, the first number here is 3. So we have 3 times the base, which is 4. You close the bracket. Then put your addition sign, then 2 again. 2 times the base also, which is 4. You close the bracket. So we have just 2 numbers here. So the expansion will just be in 2 ways. Then after that, you put the powers of your base, starting from 0. So this first 4 will be raised to the power of 0. This one will be raised to the power of 1. Assuming there is another one, that one will be raised to the power of 0. Okay, so let's start. So we have 3 times 4. 4 raised to the power of 1 is 4. So this will give us 3 times 4 plus 2 times 4 raised to the power of 0 is 1. In mathematics, any number at all raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. So take note of that. So 4 raised to the power of 0, the answer is what? 1. So this is 3 times 4 is what? 12 plus 2 times 1 is what? 2. So 12 plus 2, the answer is what? 14. So our answer is 14 base 10. So we have therefore 32 base 4 is equals to 14 base 10. So this is just like the opposite of what we did in the other class. You are going to know that if we are asked to convert this 14 base 10 back to base 4, you are going to, if you use the formula we use in the other class to convert this is the answer you are going to get. So it's just like the opposite of each other. Okay, so let me just go through it again. This is conversion from order basis to base 10. So we are converting 32 base 4 to base 10. And when we are converting from any base to base 10, you multiply the number each by the base. So this is 32, you multiply 3 times 4 by the base plus 2 times 4, which is also the base. Then after the multiplication, you put the power, and the power is only to the base. And you start from the last one, and that last one will be power 0, the next one will be power 1, assuming there is another one, it will be 2 like that. Okay, so that's when we have maybe 3-digit number or 4-digit number. So you now do your multiplication. 3 times 4 raised to the power of 1 is 4. Any number raised to the power of 1 is equal to that number. Then any number raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. So 3 times 4 will give you 12. 2 times 4, which is raised to the power of 4 raised to the power of 0, which is 1, that will also give you what? 2. So 2 plus 12 plus 2, that will give us what? 14. And remember to put your base. Okay.
So where is your caption?
Okay, so 3 times 4 will give us 12. 2 times 1 will give us what? 2. So 12 plus 2, that will give us 14 base 10. So the summary is 32 base 4 is equals to 14 base 10. I hope that is understood. Okay, so let's go to example 2. Sorry. Convert 432 base 5 to base 10. Solution. Say convert 432 base 5 to base 10. Okay, so just like what we did before, this is a 3-digit number. The first one was 2 digits. Okay, so we follow the same procedure. The first step is to multiply each of the number with the base, one after the other. Okay, so we have 432 base 5 is equals to, so the first one will be what? 4. 4 times the word base, which is 5. So we have 4 times 5. 4 times 5 plus, we go to 3 now, 3 times 5 plus the last one, which is 2. 2 times 5. Okay, so the next thing is add your powers to the base. And I said from the last one, you start adding your powers with 0. So this will be raised to the power of 0, this will be raised to the power of 1, and this is raised to the power of what? 2. Okay, so let's multiply. So this will be 4 times 5 raised to the power of 2. 5 raised to the power of 2 means 5 times 5, which is what? 25. So this is 4 times 25 plus this 3 times, I said it before, any number raised to the power of 1, the answer is that number. So 5 raised to the power of 1 is what? 5. Okay, plus this is 2 times 5 raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. So we have 1 here. Okay, so let's continue. 4 times 25 will give us what? 100 plus 3 times 5 will give us what? 15 plus 2 times 1, which is what? 2. Okay, so let's add everything together. This is 100 plus 15 plus 2. 15 plus 2 is 17. 17 plus 100, that will give us 117. Base what? Base 10, because we are converting to base 10. So our answer is 432 base 5 is equals to 117 base 10. Okay, 117 base 10. Alright, so this is our answer. So let me just recap it again in case of those that did not follow up for the first time. So this is 432 base 5. We are converting it to base 10. So the procedure is multiply each of the number by the base, one after the other. So we have 4 times 5, which is this, 3 times 5, which is this, and 2 times 5, which is this. Then after that, you put the powers of your base, starting from the last one, and you start putting the power with 0. So you have 0, 9, and 2. Okay, because we have 3-digit numbers. So then after that, you multiply. 5 raised to the power of 2 means 5 times 5, which is 25. Then 5 raised to the power of 1 is the same thing as 5. That's what we have here. Then 5 raised to the power of 0 is 1. I've said it before. Any number at all raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. So here we multiply 4 times 25, that will give us 100. 3 times 5, that's 15, and 2 times 1, that's what? 2. So we add everything together. This 15 plus 2 is 17. Add it to your 100. You have 117 base 10. So our answer is 432 base 5 is equals to 117 base 10. I hope that is understood. Okay, so let's take another example. Okay, so this example, we are going to try a 4-digit number now. 4-digit number, okay. Okay, so let's take example 3. So convert 1264 base 8 to base 10. Convert 1264 base 8 to base 10. Okay, so let's solve a solution. Okay, so we have example 3. Say convert 1264 base 8 to base 10. Okay, so let's solve it. Solution: 1264 base 8 is equals to, so like what we do before now, you multiply the numbers one after the other with the base. So we have the first one is 1 times 8 plus 2 times 8 plus 6 times 8, and the last one plus 4 times 8. Okay, so after you multiply them each with the base, you put your power starting from the last one with 0. So this will be raised to the power of 0, raised to the power of 1, raised to the power of 2, and raised to the power of 3. Okay, so let's continue. So this will give us 1 times 8 raised to the power of 3 means 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, so 8 times 8 is 64. 64 times 8 will give us 512. So 64 times 8 is 512. Plus, this is 2 times 8 raised to the power of 2 means 8 times 8, which is what? 64. Okay, plus, this is 6 times what? 8, plus 4 times. I told you before, any number raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. Okay, so let's continue. 1 times 512 will give us 512 plus 2 times 64. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 6 will give us 12. That's 128. Plus 6 times 8 will give us 48. Okay, then we have the last one, which is 4 times 1, which is what? 4. Okay, so let's add everything together. Let's add everything together. So we have 512 plus 128 plus, let's add these two together, 48 plus 4, that will give us 52. So we have 52. So let's add, this 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 2, that's 12. Write 2, carry 1. We have 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8 plus this one, 9. And 5 plus 1 is what? 6. So our answer is 6, 9 to base what? 10, because we are converting to base 10. Okay. So let's clean the solving. So therefore, 1264 base 8 is equals to 692 base 10. So that is our answer. Okay, so let's just go through it again one more time. So we are converting 1264 base 8 to base 10. So the first thing you need to do is multiply each of the numbers one after the other by the base. Okay, so that's what we have here. 1 times 8, that's this. 2 times 8, 6 times 8, and 4 times 8. That's what we have here. So after the multiplication, you add your power to the base, and you start from what? The last one, and you use 0. Start from 0. So here is 0, here will be 1, here is 2, and here is 3. If there is another number, you continue like that, 4, 5, so on and so forth till the number is ended. Okay, so you now expand. This is our 1 times 8 raised to the power of 3. Any time a number is raised to the power of any number, it means multiply that number by the number of times the power is. So 8 raised to the power of 3 is not 8 times 3, rather it is 8 times 8 times 8. That's multiply 8 into 3 times. Multiply 8 3 times. That's the meaning. So this 8 raised to the power of 3, when you multiply 8 times 8 times 8, you have 512. Then this one too, this 2 is this. Then this 8 raised to the power of 2 means 8 times 8, which is what? 64. And 8 raised to the power of 1 is the same thing as 8. 8 raised to the power of 0 is what? 1. So you multiply together and you get this answer, then add everything together. 512 plus 128 plus 48 plus 4. Our total answer is 692. And remember to put your base, okay, so that when anybody sees it, they know that you are converting from base 8 to base 10. Don't forget that, very important. The base should be part of the answer. So that is that for example 3. I believe everybody understood what we are doing. Okay, so let's take another example. Okay, so in this example, we are going to be converting base 2 number, that's binary number. You remember in our last class, when we were doing a conversion from base 10 to other bases, we also did conversion of base 10 to binary or base 2. So now let's try converting base 2 numbers to a base 10 number. Okay, so say convert example 4 now. Say convert 1011 base 2 to base 10. Okay, solution. So like I said, anytime you see numbers like this, these numbers are called binary numbers. Any number that consists of 0 and 1, they are called binary numbers, and they are always in base 2. You can't have a number like this and you are having base 3. No, it's wrong. It must be in base 2 because they are called binary numbers. Okay, so even if they are called binary numbers, we still follow the same procedure. Okay, so if we are solving it, we have 1011 base 2 is equals to, so we multiply each of them, each of these numbers with the base as usual. So we have 1 times 2 plus this 0 times 2 plus this 1 times 2 plus the last one times 2. Okay, so after that, the next thing is to put your power. Okay, starting from 0, 1, 2, and what? 3. Okay, so let's continue. So we solve. This is 1 times 2 raised to the power of 3 means, excuse me, 2 raised to the power of 3 means 2 times 2 times 2. That's 2 into 3 places. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 raised to the power of 3, the answer is 8. Plus, now this one now is 2 raised to the power of 2, so we have to play one of the 2. So that will give us just 2 times 2, which is what? 0 times what? 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Then plus 1, 2 raised to the power of 2, the answer is 2 because it's just 1. 1 times 2 plus the last one, 1 times 2 raised to the power of 0 is 1. Don't forget that. Any number raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. Okay, so let's continue. This is 1 times 8 will give us 8 plus 0 times 4. Any number multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. Okay, plus 1 times 2, 2, plus 1 times 1, 1. Okay, so let's add everything together. This is 0, so this is cancelled already. This is 8 plus 2, which is 10, plus 1, which is what? 11. So our final answer is 11 base 10. So 1011 base 2 is equals to 11 base 10. Okay, so let's just go through it again one more time. we are converting 1011 base 2 to base 10. This is a binary number, always in base 2, okay? So when we are converting, we follow the same procedure. You multiply the number one after the other with the base. 1 times 2, that's what we have here. 0 times 2, 1 times 2, and this last one times 2, that's what we have there. And after that, you put the powers of the base, starting from the last one with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. If there's another one, you continue like that. Okay. So after that, you now expand what we have inside the bracket. This is our one is this. 2 raised to the power of 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, which is what? 8. 2 raised to the power of 2 is 4. 2 raised to the power of 1 is 2. And 2 raised to the power of 0 is 1. So you multiply them together. Anything multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. So this one has automatically turned to 0, which is what we have here. And here is our 8, here is 0, here is 2 times 1, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is this one. When you add everything together, you have 11 base 10. So our answer is 11 base 10. Converting 1011 base 2 will give us 11 base 10. So in the other class, in our first class, when we converted, if you convert something like this back to base 2, this is also what you're going to get, just like opposites of each other. Okay, so that's all for example 4. Let's take example 5. Okay. So convert 311 base 5 to base 10. Example 5. Convert 311 base 5 to base 10. Okay, solution. So we have, this is 311 base 5 is equals to, multiply each of the number with the base one after the other. So we have 3 times 5 plus 1 times 5 plus this last one times 5. Then after that, you add the powers of the base starting from 0 from the last one, which is 0, 1, and what? 2. Okay, so this will give us 3 times 5 raised to the power of 2 means 5 times 5. And that will give us what? 25. So this is giving us 25. Then put your addition sign. This is 1 times 5 raised to the power of 1 is 5. So I have 5 here plus 1 times 5 raised to the power of 0. The answer is what? 1. Okay, so let's continue. So we have 2 times 25. 3 times 25, 3 times 5 is 15, we write 5, carry what? 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 1 will carry 7. So 3 times 25 is 75. Okay, plus 1 times 5 is 5, plus what? 1 times 1, 1. So let's add everything together. 75 plus 5 will give us 80. 80 plus 1, that will give us what? 81. So our answer is 81 base 10. So therefore, 311 base 5 is equals to what? 81 base 10. Alright, so let's go through it one more time. We are converting 311 base 5 to base 10. So the first thing we need to do, just bear it in mind that the very first thing you need to do in any of the in any of the question is to multiply the numbers one after the other with the base. Okay, so that's the very first step. Multiply 3 times 5, that's what we have here. 1 times 5, that's what we have here. And the last 1 times 5, that's what we have there. And after that, the next thing is to put your powers. Don't forget that, because if you don't put the powers, you will not get the correct answer. Okay? And you start putting the power from the last one with 0. So you put the first one 0, followed by 1, followed by 2, and so on and so forth, if you have other numbers remaining. Okay, so we now expand. 5 raised to the power of 2 means 5 times 5, which is 25. Multiply it with your 3. Then 5 raised to the power of 1 is 5, which is what we have here. And 5 raised to the power of 0 is 1, which is what we have here. So you multiply all of them. And 3 times 25, that will give us 75. 1 times 5, that will give us 5. And 1 times 1, that will give us 1. When you add everything together, 75 plus 5 will give us 80. 80 plus 1 will give us what? 81. So our answer is 81 base 10. Like I said, make sure you don't forget to put your base because it's part of the answer. You don't just write 81 leaving the base. No, it means it's not correct. You try as much as possible to put your base. Alright, so that's that for example 5. Let's take one more example, and this time around we're going to be converting a binary number. Okay, so let's take one more example, example 6. Okay, so we have example 6. Say convert 10101 base 2 to base 10. Okay, solution. Okay, now some questions might even come without them putting this 2 there. Just know that it is 2 because this is a binary number. Okay, in case you see a question like that somewhere and they say convert 10101 to base 10, just know that this is in base 2 because it's a binary number. Okay, so let's put the 2 back. So we have our solution 10101 base 2 is equals to, okay, so let's start. Multiply each of the number one after the other by the base. So the first one is 1 times 2 plus, the next one is 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus the last one, which is what? 1 times 2. Okay, so here we have about 5 digits. Okay, so this is going to give us, starting from the last one, we have our power. So here is 0, 1, 2, 3, and what? 4. Okay, now I want to show you one trick. If the numbers are 5 in number, just know that your power will end in 4 because you are starting with 0. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5-digit number. So your power will end in 4 because you are starting with 0. Okay, so let's expand now. So this is equals to 1 times 2 raised to the power of 4. It means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 into 4 places. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So 2 raised to the power of 4 is what? 16. Plus, now this is 0 times 2 raised to the power of 3. So you just come here and clean one of the 2. Because it's no longer 4. We are dealing with one of the 3. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So this one is 0 times 8 plus 1 times, this is 2 raised to the power of 2. Come here also, clean one of the 2 because it's 2 raised to the power of 2. And 2 raised to the power of 2 is 2 times 2, which is what? 4. So this will be 1 times 4 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power of 1. We are cleaning another 2 again. That is just 1, 2. And that will give us 2. Plus the last one, which is what? 1 times 2 raised to the power of 0. The answer is what? 1. Alright. So let's continue. This will give us 1 times 16 is 16. 1 times 8, sorry, this is 0. 0 times 8, the answer is 0. Anything multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. Take note of that. So 0 times 8, it has turned to 0. Plus 1 times 4 is 4. Plus 0 times 2 again is also 0. Plus the last one, 1 times 1 is 1. Okay. So this 0, so it has cancelled already. So we are left with 16 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so 16 plus 4 is what? 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So our answer is 21 base 10. So therefore, 10101 base 2 is equals to 21 base 10. Like I said, don't forget your base. It's part of the answer. Okay, so let's go through it one more time. We are converting 10101 base 2 to base 10. So, and I said, in case you did not see base 2 here in the question, so long as it's a binary number that consists of 0 and 1, just know that there is 2 there. Because students might be confused. They will just like convert 10101 to base 10. And you're like, why did they not put the base? What am I converting with? Just know that it is already in base 2. Because so long as it's a binary number, they are always in base 2. Okay, so you expand, multiplying each of them by the base one after the other, and that's what we have here. 1 times 2 is this, 0 times 2, and the other 1 times 2, 0 times 2, and the last 1 times 2. That's what we have there. And after that expansion, you put your powers. Please remember the power is to the base, not to the numbers. As you can see, it is affecting the base, not the number. Okay, and you start with the last one with 0. So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 coming this way. Okay, alright, so after the expansion, you put your powers, then you multiply. So this is 1 times 2 raised to the power of 4 means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 into 4 places, and that will give you 16. Then we come over to this 0 that we have here. 2 raised to the power of 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. And this is 1, 2 raised to the power of 2 means 2 times 2, which is 4. And 2 raised to the power of 1 is 2. And 2 raised to the power of 0 is 1. So we multiply together. Anyone that has 0, just know that the answer has automatically turned to 0. So this 8 times 0 has turned to 0. This 0 times 2 has turned to 0. So the only one that is left is 1 times 16, which is 16. 1 times 4, which is 4, and 1 times 1, which is 1. The one that is 0 is already cancelled, okay, because 0 is nothing. So you add everything together, 16 plus 4, that will give you 20. 20 plus 1 is what? 21 base 10. Don't forget that. So our final answer is 10101 base 2 is equals to 21 base 2. Okay, assignments. So you do this assignment and make sure you do it and submit it in the comment section. Assignment is very important because it helps you to know whether you understood what is being taught. So make sure you do it and submit it in the comment section. Okay, so now assignments. Say convert the following numbers in their bases to base 10. Number 1, convert 212 base 3 to base 10. Number 2, convert 1023 base 4 to base 10. And lastly, convert 10111 base 2 to base 10. So this is covering the question already. Convert the following number in their bases to base 10. So this convert 212 base 3 to base 10, 1023 base 4 to base 10, 10111 base 2 to base 10 using the expansion method. Okay, so you solve this, drop your answer in the comment section. I will go through it and we'll do correction in our next class. Thanks for watching. See you in our next class. Bye bye.